In setting up your garden, there are always things you learn along the way because you find out what works and what doesn't. So I thought I would go through 5 of the things that definitely have worked for me, and maybe you'll tell me what worked for you. Number 1, learning to quick compost. Everyone tells you to compost because it's one of the best things to do for your garden. But it requires space. It is work to turn it over periodically, and the time it takes for the material to break down can stretch from 6 months to a year. I like to use a 5-gallon bucket where I can get compost in 18 to 30 days. You simply cut holes in the sides, top and bottom, all around the bucket for airflow, but not on the top or bottom of the bucket. Then you add your browns and greens. I save packing paper and even the lint from the clothes dryer, which is a green, by the way. Then put on the top and let it sit in the sun. Every week or 2, I turn the bucket upside down or right side up. And in no time, I have a rich compost tonic to add to my soil as food for worms and nutrients for the soil. There's no long waiting, and the plants love it. Number 2, adding lips to your wooden beds. Even though I'm a woodworker, I only recently realized the benefit this adds to the life of your wooden beds. Most people think that wood is dead, but it continues living by taking in or releasing moisture through the pores that show as the grain. By leaving the end grains exposed, water flows into the wooden pores and down to the ground to rot faster. Putting lips on the end grains slows down this process. It also gives it a more pleasing look while providing a shelf to rest things on. This saves a lot of running back and forth to get tools, which makes it very convenient while you're working in the garden. They're easy to add as long as they cover the top of the post, which is about 2 or 4 inches on a 2x4. You can have them on all sides or just on the side that covers the post. You'll thank me later. Number 3, learn to propagate. Everyone tells you to save your seeds, But propagation works just as well, and you're able to do it with so many plants. Plants like tomatoes, where you can root out suckers, basil, where you can cut off the stems and root them as well. Sweet potato vines work the same way by cutting off the vines, then soaking them in water and letting the roots form to create slips. Propagation is wonderful because it allows you to clone a plant and then succession plant from the plants you know will grow. Number 4, find alternatives for plants that won't grow in your region. I've never had good luck with summer squash, and yet people in northern climates have too many. So I found a great alternative in loofahs. They're in the squash family and put out sweet fruit when it is young and tender. They're great climbers, and once they begin to put out fruit, will grow almost faster than you can stir-fry, steam, or use them in stews. I've begun to freeze the stews so I can store them over the winter. And if you let them grow big, you can cut them up and use them as sponges in the shower or the kitchen. And finally, number 5, set up rainwater harvesting. I came late to rainwater harvesting and wish I'd done it sooner. I guess I waited because everything I saw about it made it seem difficult. But once I decided to try it, realized how easily it could be done. Not only was it easy to set up, but it was one of the best things I could have done for the garden. Rainwater contains nitrogen, which is part of the reason your plants perk up after a good rain. Now, whenever there's a long stretch of dry weather, I don't have to worry about keeping plants well watered. And my utility bill is definitely less as I'm using free water. After a full month, I'm pretty happy that I didn't need to use utility water one time during the 30-day period. And all it took was one rain shower to refill my tanks. Pretty sweet, huh? So there you have it. I'm sure some of you have other ideas for basic things to learn for your garden, and I would love to hear them. See you next time.